Chat, do I have a treat for you today? 12 hours ago, WatchMojo.com just uploaded top 20 strongest characters in Genshin Impact, okay? We watched the last one like a year ago. It was a banger. I mean, most of it was wrong, but it was funny to watch. We're gonna do it again, okay? We're gonna watch and we're gonna critically evaluate. I can't wait, bro. I'm preemptively liking the video. Let's heckin' go. Oh, don't swear in the first minute of the video. Let's heckin' go.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're ranking the
Is it loud
best
enough?
characters in Genshin Impact.
Wait, okay, I'm sorry for the brain rot I'm about to say, but Zhongli definitely just said skibbity and then ta. Listen, listen. No? Okay, sorry, I'll shut up. Okay, let's watch. Sorry!
Number 20, Kokomi.
In this battle,
Okay. I mean, I like Kokomi.
If successful, we will
I like Kokomi.
As a descendant of the Sangonomiya clan and divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, Kokomi is a solid 5-star Hydro Catalyst character. At a young age, she's in charge of most affairs on the island. That's how you know not to underestimate her.
Why are you telling me
It makes
her
sense
lore?
that someone responsible for keeping so many people happy has one of the game's best healing abilities, to the point where she can sometimes overheal. She also has a wide-reaching elemental skill that easily applies Hydro, meaning she can act as
What
a
is this bit
solitary
rate?
Hydro unit on certain teams. Plus, the skill's duration can be refreshed by Elemental Burst.
I'm gonna turn it up even higher. Sorry.
Number 19, Xingqiu.
What? 19? Okay, it's fine. It's calm down. He's probably higher than 19, but it's okay. If you don't know, Xingqiu is very good. He's kind of like Yelan. Yelan gives you like, you know, a bit more personal damage, on-field buff. Xingqiu gives you more Hydro app, has good cons, stuff like that, and defensive utility. Anyways, we'll see. Keep watching. This is really old footage. You can tell because Shangling has a headband. That's a different Shangling icon. I mean, 19 is still high. 19 is still high. Honestly, I wasn't expecting him to be on the list, so.
Defense and inflict Hydro on close opponents. Always striving for chivalry, Xingqiu's in-game description reads that he yearns for justice and fairness for all. But he also has a rebellious side and is sometimes at odds with his family over his commitment to the guild.
What in God's name is this team? No wonder you need a food buff and a potion buff. You're playing Xingqiu, Sucrose, Bennett, and then you benched Shangling for Zhongli. Who's your DPS, bro? What are you doing? You're gonna die! They cut it before he got fucking hit by Raiden. Look! They're about to get hit!
Number 18, Zhangling.
It's time to
Okay.
my latest masterpiece.
Shangling.
Call it the most marvelous
Again, she probably deserves to be higher, but we'll keep watching. I don't know. Xingqiu, Shangling already.
A 4-star Pyro Polearm sub-DPS character.
Look, at least she's here, at
Zhangling
least
is
she's
the
here.
famous head of the Wan Min restaurant in Liyue, and she runs it with her father, Chef Mao.
Chef Mao,
She's
yep.
known to do pyro application
Wait, bro, is this
on
me soloing Guoba? No, this isn't me, but 6 MS. Yeah, that can't be me. I did that like 2 years ago.
Pyro application on foes. Even when Elemental Burst gets swapped out, it retains its damage buffs. Zhangling is partnered most commonly with Bennett, as she can snapshot his flat attack level
True.
so that she can use her burst while he is also active.
Okay, I mean, okay.
Number 17, Wriothesley.
What? Okay, I'm not even trying to be like a, because I saw some people argue when Xingqiu came out. They're like, oh, Yelan, Xingqiu, like Yelan's better, Yelan, and I didn't want to enter the argument because they're both great characters and yeah, cool. But okay, I like Wriothesley, okay, I like him. But above Xingqiu and Shangling, are you crazy? He's hot, I agree, but
That's all right. He has a long journey ahead after all.
Wriothesley, a 5-star Cryo Catalyst character, has one of the darkest backstories in Genshin Impact, having killed his cruel foster parents to save his adopted siblings. For
Based?
this, he was exiled to the Fortress of Meripede as a teenager, but he turned pain into power, becoming the fortress's administrator and serving in an aspirational role amongst his fellow prisoners. Wriothesley is best utilized in melt or freeze teams as a main DPS. Constant cryo usage
Yes.
is helpful for elemental reactions like freeze.
also I
He
will
relies
say, in case you're new here, obviously supports will rank higher or flexible characters than just like a main DPS because you want more on your account and they're very strong. Oh, nevertheless an exception. But Wriothesley above
Consistent
6,
damage,
I thought that was gonna be good because they started off strong. He's not bad though, like he's a decent DPS, but I mean he's not like meta.
Number 16, Baizu.
Most of them are fine. It's
I don't have a problem with Baiju. I think he's good with Farina, but above Xingqiu and okay, I mean, I'm glad he's here. Like, I think Baiju's good, but I don't know about.
Blaze lilies.
I mean,
they don't come cheap.
it's just crazy now because
green hair and
now every character they say is gonna be compared to the start, which was Xingqiu Shangling. But good healer with Farina. If you don't have Farina, he's still good, but you could just like use Yao Yao or something.
Intimidated. The last thing we
Kirara.
need is more anxiety about our medical appointments.
Or Nahida plus another healer.
And owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy is a 5-star Dendro catalyst.
Like, Baiju's really good, but he's mostly replaceable. Especially now with Shilonen too. Like, Baiju's great. I like him. But the main situations where he's like actually a big upgrade is with Farina. But now a lot of Farina teams can also run Shilonen. So, but he's still good. You can play him Aggravate or whatever.
Substantial party healing. In addition, his burst deals off-field Dendro application, and his HP scaling is beneficial to both his Dendro buffs and healing.
Whoa! Okay! That was that convincing.
Kniech.
Okay, Kniech is still new, and a lot of Natlan supports are not out yet. It's difficult to evaluate his exact place in the meta, especially when future characters are coming out. Am I glad he made the list, and do I think he deserves it? Yes. Do I think he could be higher or lower? Like, we don't know. Well, probably not lower, but I do think he's good. Okay, I'm happy he's here. I get him cornered. Your goat is a fraud. In the quest, maybe, but he's a good character. He only needs Bennett and like 2 random supports. Eventually, maybe Malvika, maybe future characters will synergize with him very nicely. Moalani, for example, great character on her own. And like with like the worst investment supports, she does good. Then they release Shilonen, she's even better. Maybe a future Pyro, even better. Kniech, Shilonen doesn't really buff him, but maybe future Pyros, future something else. Because right now he can't run the hero set in his team. He can't unless you're playing support Moalani, and no one other than me does that.
In his arsenal, you know you're
he's good though.
Someone cool.
He's good.
Mobility,
I'm not gonna get mad at the placement, but just know that he's good.
And an athlete that other athletes aspire to.
He's not Nevelet. He's not.
Canopy,
but he's good.
Exploration and adventure run through his veins. He's capable of spins and mid-air strike attacks, always choosing a practical killing stroke over pretty battle choreography. And once he invokes the Night Soul's blessing, his power is amplified to a whole new level. With his elemental capabilities and top-notch agility, Kniech makes for a strong Dendro DPS with great overworld traversal, who's incredibly fun.
He's good. He's like kind of like Alhaitham, but Alhaitham is different, right? It's like Hyper Bloom Aggravate. This guy is Burning Burgeon. Who's above
Number
Kniech?
14, Chlorinde.
We must safeguard the dignity of the court.
I mean, Clorinde's good.
And as a last resort, we will do so by force.
A 5-star Electro Sword wielder, Chlorinde is renowned as Fontaine's strongest champion duelist. The lightning quick damage dealer deals...
Again, I like Chlorinde. I think Chlorinde's a solid DPS. Like, I don't think her team DPS... Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't looked into Chlorinde a bit past, like, her patch. But I'm pretty sure Alhaitham's overall a better DPS than her, and Kniech, DPS-wise, is usually about the same as Alhaitham. Like, it's pretty similar. So it should be a bit... Like, she should be a bit under Kniech. But it's fine. She's good. I like her, but I just don't think it's...
an X between remaining in place or swerving across the battlefield, making for a quick and unpredictable playstyle. With Chlorinde, access is gained to healers who are able to counterbalance the duelist's bond of life acquisition. This allows her to deal augmented...
Like, I'd put her above Risley. I don't know if I'd put her above Kniech, but... I mean, she's a good DPS. It's fine. I'm not mad. Do I think she shouldn't be higher than Xingqiu? Yes, but it's okay.
A tiny amount of risk.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
It's DPS list? No, it's not. They're about to be like Zhongli. Oh, Hu Tao.
13. Hu Tao.
Come with me. I'm Hu Tao, Wang Sheng funeral parlor. Let me help you cross over.
I mean, Hu Tao's good.
Wang Sheng funeral parlor
I'm not. You're never gonna hear me slander Hu Tao.
Put people in the ground. But given she's one of the most potent pyro characters, it's more likely she's cremating her enemies. Her character is entirely
Holy shit, Tony Toe, my goat.
Destruction numbers, making her one of the most effective boss killers in Genshin Impact. What she lacks in diverse AoE abilities, she makes up for with stupidly lofty damage. But you have to be careful as her elemental skill drains her HP to deal out those big numbers. She also buffs her team members' crit rate and increases her own...
Okay, I'll try not to comment too much about the ranking until we see everything, okay? When everything's done, then we'll comment. The script reads like it was AI generated. Okay, true, but I know this is how you know you're not a true Watch Mojo enjoyer. They've been feeling like that since before AI was even existed, okay? So it's like, they're like the transcenders. Like, they've set like AI was trained on Watch Mojo.
Not to destroy yourself.
Adventures are our...
WatchMojo.com, top 5 mask reveals, number 1.
After all,
Dree.
Even have coupons for you.
What's next?
Number 12, Shilonen.
12.
For a test drive.
Okay, nah, yeah, this is a, okay, maybe it is AI generated. She is way higher than 12, buddy. What the hell? She is not 12. 12 is insane.
Shilonen knows how to come prepared for a fight, and she's
And just for reminder, I don't know if they say it's ordered or not, but the title is top 20. You can't call a video top 20 if it's not ordered.
facts set to back that up. Her arsenal allows for plenty of build options, and she comes with formidable rapid strike and forward kick
12 is
abilities.
crazy.
And
I
she
mean,
does
she's
it
great,
all on
obviously,
roller
but she
blades.
deserves higher.
Aside from that, Shilonen works great as a healer, but her real power is in her elemental skill that massively buffs your team's elemental damage by shredding enemies' elemental resistance. This makes her one of the best support characters to date and an asset to any team she's a part of. Strong, sexy, well-equipped, and fun, Shilonen is
Strong, sexy, well-equipped.
one of Genshin's newest characters, and she's already making a massive impact. Pun intended.
That's for the best.
Milani?
Better lost in the heat of battle than locked away in a jewelry box.
Number 11, Yelan.
Okay, Yelan's amazing. That's like 8 rankings higher than Xingqiu, though. But
The mystifying, bow-wielding intelligence agent, Yelan is a 5-star Hydro character who alleges to work with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, in spite of the fact that she's not on their list.
like, I like
This is
Yelan a
the
bit more than Xingqiu, personally. But I mean, I don't think I would put her above
a
Shilonen.
questionable profession, as she also claims to provide her services to Yanshang Tea House, but we see right through her disguise. There's no mistaking this incredible sub-DPS character whose talents are of great help when your main DPS characters are experiencing downtime. She's great for overworld exploration with her stealth running elemental skill, and her elemental burst is able to increase the damage of an active character by firing hydro attacks in tandem with them.
Anyways, I'm not mad with her being here. If anything, she could be... Well, we'll see who's next, but... Shilonen
Number
makes
10,
sense.
Mualani.
I mean...
Surf's up. Mualani is a 5-star hydro
Milani's really good. I mean, the supports before her are a higher value for your account than a main DPS, but she's good.
catalyst character.
So I'm not
and
complaining.
The proud owner of a water sports shop for the people of the Springs. With the proper setup and
Like,
timing,
I think she's
one of the
great
greatest-
and very low investment friendly and good at speedrunning and good at with future characters and like Shilonen, but also like having a Shilonen on your account is like higher value usually. And also I think she's somewhat close to Kinich, who was ranked like a lot
single
lower.
target
But
mix in Genshin Impact.
I like Mualani. I think she's
Sharky
good.
Bite allows her to mark foes while dishing out increasing damage based on the number of marks. Mualani has front-loaded damage, which means she's a great option for elemental reactions such as Vaporize. The source of her damage
Yo! Okay, I'm UID reviewing whoever did this.
means she's a great
Bro,
option
you're using this
for
footage?
elemental reactions such as
Your burst hit the grass, motherfucker! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It happens to me too. It happens to the best of us.
Weapons, artifacts, and leveling. Or even Hydro Resonance. Another benefit to using the character is her elemental skill, which allows her to travel through water easily.
There's always a shortcut.
What is this? Oh, her trailer.
Ready to land. Here we are.
Penguins.
Number 9, Raiden Shogun.
Immortal joys and woes.
Raiden's good.
And
Um,
sees a world mired.
Looking. Would I put her above Shilonen? Personally, no, but she's...
Given that several playable characters
She's
are
good.
vessels
I
of
think she
gods
deserves
in
to be
Genshin
here.
Impact's universe, you won't be surprised that there are a couple.
You can play her in Hyperbloom or on field.
Is the vessel of Beelzebul, the Electro Archon and God of Eternity, who is eternally badass. With a high energy recharge rate, passive electro damage, and some
She's also,
excellent
keep in
buff-
mind, chat, I say this all the time. What the f are you running? Oh, trial. Sorry. Okay, it's the trial. Sorry, it jump scared me. Keep in mind that, okay, she's great with like Hyperbloom as like a backup play, but like the more normal Raiden playstyle, like I think Hyperbloom is great, but the more like standard way of playing her is good, but is also good for people who don't spend as much time and resources into learning everything, which is fine for the record. It's fine to have a life. That's all great. But like, for example, if you're playing the exact same team, let's say, yeah, Shang Ling, Xingqiu, Bennett, if you're playing that with Raiden, or if you like run like Kazuha and Child instead of Xingqiu and Raiden, you'll get more value out of Raiden if you kind of don't know what you're doing. You need energy. Your rotation's kind of messed up. Raiden is more forgiving, okay? A lot of her teams, she'll give you energy. She makes life easier. Is she still a good character even if you know what you're doing? Of course. But she kind of helps you if your rotations are cooked, where she'll feel even better than if you're playing a team that might technically be better, but that's harder to pilot. Let's just keep going.
Raiden is a viable main DPS. But as you acquire some
She's
characters
forgiving.
higher on this list, she quickly swaps into a significant sub-DPS support role. Paired with the right fighters, Raiden greatly increases energy regen and elemental burst damage for the whole group. If you work your combinations right, Raiden fills a slot on many teams nicely.
Raiden's good though. I'm not exactly sure where I would rank her. I haven't really thought about it, but I do think she deserves to be
Number
pretty
8,
high.
I'll hide them.
Okay, fine.
Mountains. And the
Hytham's one of the best DPSs. It's fine.
conflict. Peace.
A Dendro Sword user from Sumeru, Alhaitham is a mighty damage dealer and flexible character who can execute every Dendro-related reaction on field. As a member of the Haravatat of the Sumeru Academia, he's in charge of recording their discoveries as well as planning ordinances. The Academia scholars are puzzled by Alhaitham.
Like almost any DPS we see at this point, I would rather have Shielded, but like as far as DPSs go, he's high. He's up there.
On truth and rationality. Those who do clash with him should beware, as this character is capable of dealing considerable single and multi-target damage with speedy Dendro application.
Bro, what are you
I knew
doing?
we shouldn't have brought this up with you.
I thought my answer was quite engrossing.
Number 7, Zhongli.
What? Okay, look, Zhongli's good. But really? Really? Like a fucking twice as high as Shilonen?
This is an age of gods and monsters. I wish not for dominion. Yet I cannot watch the common folk.
What?
As the game's updates hit the servers, the Geo element saw one of the most significant damage buffs. And of course, what other Geo user would you pick to have in your party than the vassal for the Geo Archon himself?
What other Geo user? Shilonen, Navia.
While he might have some relatively low regular
Kachina, bro. Sometimes the Zhongli's good. Okay, his shield's nice. If you're playing on mobile, if you can't dodge, if you're playing like C0 Nevelet, is Shilonen better? Yes, but the shield might be better for you. If I'm playing C0 Nevelet and I don't want to get hit, maybe I'll go Zhongli, right? Maybe. You know, even Shao without like the Shan Yun stuff, you know, I'll play Zhongli.
numbers, you
But
won't be short on Geo to
I wouldn't
build
put
out his
him
excellent
this
stats and
high.
abilities.
I still think he's
Petrifying
high.
with his
I think he's
elemental burst
great.
while creating shields to buff your HP, plus draining elemental energy off his enemies so he can repeatedly deal damage over a huge area. Damn, Zhongli, what other tricks are you hiding in that long coat?
Damn, Zhongli, what other tricks do you have in that long coat?
Number 6,
Bennett.
Bennett.
Thank God he's here. I was actually afraid he wouldn't be here. Thank you for putting Bennett on the list. Do I think he's probably higher than 6? Probably, but I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's here.
Let's light it up. Let's light it up.
I'm glad he's here.
Bennett, the only Benny's Adventure Team member, is an extraordinarily flexible 4-star character who can easily fit into any team composition. The Pyro Sword user was once an abandoned orphan brought up in Mondstadt's
Fischl, where are you?
adventurous
Yeah,
guild
Fischl's not
after
making
an old
it.
adventurer found him. All that adventuring must have paid off because it's made Benny into the powerful
What
character
the hell am I looking at? Bennett Yunjin. Yo, what
Benny
the?
has one of the best attack buffers in Genshin Impact, which also yields fast and cheap energy plus healing. He also gathers considerable damage with his elemental skill, which is a low cooldown period that makes it possible to spam his elemental burst.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Yeah, Bennett's still amazing, by the way. Like, even if one of your characters or two, like Nevelet, Farina, scale on HP, the other team, like, there's so many teams that want Bennett. So many, even new characters, old characters that want Bennett. It's like, he's great.
Number 5, Nahida.
Okay, I would put her higher, but glad she's here.
It was my birthday.
Nahida's like actually top 3 for sure. Maybe top 1, but we're not ready for that discussion.
After being confined within the sanctuary of Surasthana for an extended period of time, Nahida, also known as Lesser Lord Kusanali, is free at last. And she's a force to
It's
be
like, if
reckoned
you
with.
play any Dendro team, she's the best option, or like at worst the side grade, but usually the best option. And then it's like, even if you're like, yo, I don't play Dendro teams, if you get Nahida on your account, guess what? You're playing a Dendro team because she's that good.
The 5-star Dendro Catalyst character is the best Dendro applicator and, as a sub-DPS, deals considerable damage.
But like now there's
particularly
teams like, for example, like Kanich, right? He's playing like Burning. Burning, you don't really need fucking Nahida there. So
She converts elemental mastery
I guess
into crit
that
rate
is
and
like a
damage,
counter argument,
which
but
makes her
Burning isn't
highly
really a
versatile in
Dendro
that
team.
she's
I mean,
able to
I
act
guess
in
it
dual
is,
roles
but
as both a support and damage dealer. Nahida's elemental skill is lengthy, with only a minor amount of cooldown, and a mark that can be indefinitely applied to a foe following team rotations. It also lets her more easily gather materials in the overworld. Active characters who are within her elemental burst are granted a massive elemental mastery bonus, raising the efficacy of a team's Dendro reactions.
La 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 la. Number 2, or 5, whatever. Arlecchino. La,
Number
la.
4, Farina.
Are you and I the audience?
Okay,
Or characters on the stage?
Farina's good.
Best utilized in a support role, the complex Farina de Fontaine is a 5-star Hydro sword
I mean,
character.
the Farina placement's good. I would probably put Farina like around there.
As the Hydro
Top 5.
Archon, this is later revealed to not be the truth. Now, freed from the curse of immortality, she lives a more humble life as an artistic consultant and actor. In her Usia form, Farina has solid damage.
I've only ranked like limited 5 stars, so I don't know about.
Over. She also provides an excellent damage buffer courtesy of her fanfare mechanic so long as a healer is present. HP drain for Furina's party members results in interesting ways of playing with HP fluctuations.
Okay.
Number 3, Arlecchino.
Yes. Arlecchino's amazing. Now, okay, what the hell? I'm gonna pause here actually for viewer attention. Arlecchino's amazing. Now, can I reiterate the point that a great support for your account, like Farina, Shilonen, Nahida, personally, I would recommend generally over just a good DPS like Arlecchino? Yes. But is Arlecchino still a very good DPS? Yes, as well. Okay, I know what this list is then. It's gonna be like Kazuha, Navia, Neuvillette. Done. Like, is Arlecchino top 5 DPS? Absolutely. Is she top 5 characters? I don't know if I would say that, but she's definitely up there.
Pyro polearm character best utilized as a main DPS.
Okay, I wouldn't say that, but she's definitely
of the house,
great.
She in turn calls her children, is a self-sufficient character,
and she's one of my favorite DPSs to play. I find her fun, and she's really strong, and I like her design.
Due to the extremely high
like I love her, but
and many buffs that are included in her kit. This plus her
there's only 2 slots left. Wait, is Navia just not on the list? What?
He's a joy.
Wait, lock in. No official, no Navia.
Number 2, Kazuha.
Okay, good. I mean, Kazuha should be here, and then Neuvillette.
If there's one wandering samurai to have on your team, Karehara Kazuha certainly slices through the competition. Upon his release, Kazuha
Fillet Blade
became the most
Kazuha?
desirable damage-dealing Animo party member. He can basically do what Venti can, but more affordably, efficiently controlling crowds with his spammable elemental skill. On top of
oh my god, the last time I watched a Watch Mojo video, I remember this. It just unlocked a fucking core memory. They swirled Anemo slimes and it tilted me. And they did it again. They're using the same clip. Bro, stop swirling Anemo slimes.
Excellent support character. So when you're trying to maximize damage on a DPS team, Kazuha will always be one of the best contenders.
Banger theme. Kazuha's great. I have no problem with him being 2.
Before we continue,
Link! Holy shit! Number 1 is Link!
About our latest videos.
Okay, sorry.
You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Sure. Be sure to subscribe to
Number
the
1, Neuvillette.
Yeah, I mean, no surprise.
Why I was born in this form. Nor do I understand where my
I mean, Neuvillette, yes, best DPS.
Main DPS
sure.
character best built using charge
of course.
5-star Catalyst user Neuvillette is the leader of the Marcheseau Phantom
but
and the Zy0x of Fontaine.
Let's talk about who's not. I'll let them talk.
Public and appears quite disconnected from human emotion. This aloofness would make sense because while he may appear human, Neuvillette is the Hydro Dragon Sovereign in reality. His charged attacks have high scaling and a fast tick rate, which means they can potentially deal significant damage.
Sure.
Adding to his mobility in battle, Neuvillette hovers while casting his charge.
Spoilers.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Let the mighty be humbled. Bro. Okay, let's talk about the characters that were not on the list. That definitely should have been on the list. Okay, very quickly. Official, Navia. Honestly, you could argue Kuki. You could argue. And okay, I'm just gonna say it because I feel like I have to, but I don't know what the criteria is because they didn't. But if the criteria is like C6 4 stars and C0 5 stars, then Shao's premium team is definitely there. But we don't have to talk about that because people are gonna throw forks at me and I don't want that. So just know that I said it, but like I didn't say it. All right, well, that was fun. I mean, I didn't expect it to be amazing, but honestly, the characters that we saw weren't bad. I just don't agree with the order. That's all. And I think the characters that I mentioned should have made the list. It's okay. When what's it called? When Conria's out and finished, we'll do a tier list.